Boys, it's prep. First day of prep. We checked in with Tom this morning, we got the plan sent over. We're set up, we're ready to go. Bloods got done yesterday. They arrived at Medicheck's lab today, so I should get my results. It's Friday today, so probably Monday or Tuesday. I'm assuming Tuesday. But yeah, I'm excited to see those. I think we're going to be in a pretty good spot in terms of health markers, right, blood readings and stuff like that. So obviously I'll go through those with you as and when they arrive. But yeah, the plan came through from Tom. I'll run through it all with you in the coming videos, whether it's this video or the next. We're in for push today. We've got a solo session as Matt, who I train with, is at work. So we're just going to get straight into it and start training. Pre-workout's just gone in, so I'm going to kind of walk on the treadmill for a little bit, gather some steps, because it's prep, and let the pre-workout kind of kick in. So we've got Dark Side V2, which is probably one of the strongest pre-workouts I've ever had in my life. Gone for half a scoop of that. If that is any sort of sign of how fucking strong it is, it's ridiculous. And then we've gone with 2 scoops of Pump Tropic TF. So a nice little mix. We're going to let that kick in, walk on the treadmill, right out the session, and then just get to work. So I'll talk a little bit through this video in regards to some of the changes Tom's already made in regards to like food, the setup initially for cardio and expenditure, and the plan moving forward with PEDs and everything like that. So yeah, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Okay, so just while we finish off these steps before we get into the first movement, because I can see someone's on the bit of kit that I need anyway. So in regards to initial changes / like first setup for the beginning of prep, expenditure, we've gone to 25 minutes daily cardio. I need to confirm with him if he wants me doing that on a specific bit of kit. If it's not like got to be a specific, like has to be on the Stairmaster, then I might potentially just go through and do high incline treadmill, or potentially on the bike, but we'll see. I'll talk to him later and see what that's about. But yeah, 25 minutes daily cardio, 10,000 steps a day, pretty standard. I was already doing 8. To be honest, I was going over 8 anyway, so not much has changed there. Food has been dropped, but not by a lot. I'd need to do the maths and figure out what's actually been taken out, but food's still pretty high. We're on like 3.6k on a rest day, I think, and then like 4.5 on a training day, something like that. I'll put the macros for training day and rest day on the screen so you can see that. And then in regards to ancillaries and stuff, we've got clenbuterol is going in. 3 days a week we're starting with, which I've never done that before. I've only ever kind of, when we put it in properly, as in daily. So be interesting to see what that's about. Starting with it Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 40 micrograms a day. Well, 3 days a week, so. Low incline dumbbell press. Now, if you've been watching the channel before, you'll know this is probably one of my favourite fucking movements for pressing. This only got added back into the split not that long ago, so this is a question I get asked quite a lot when I post like my top sets, is how do I warm up on this movement to get to my top set? So what I'm going to do, instead of just showing you my top set, I'm just going to show you each warm up and basically what I do and my approach to it. It might be the same as yours, may not be the same, but I don't know, if you can take something away from it, maybe that would be good. But yeah, obviously you saw first movement we did a fly, so a fly variation to start with is great. Get the blood into the fucking pec, get the pec as short as possible as you're fresh. I feel fucking warm. We're gonna go straight into a warm up. I predict my working sets are either gonna be with the 70s or 75s. So with that logic, you work backwards. I'll probably do 3 or 4 touches before I get to my working set. So first warm up we'll probably do on 40s. Touch the 40s, 2, 3, 4 reps. We'll go again with the 40s after a little bit of a break. 1 rep, it's going to feel a lot lighter than it did the first time touching it, and then we move on to the next weight, which will probably go 40s, then 50s, then 60s, then working set. So yeah, let's get straight into it. We'll just touch the 40s now for the first time. Alright, touch the 50s. 2, 3, 4 reps. '50s, easy. We use wrist wraps. This is now going into the 60s. We utilise things like elbow sleeves. 50s felt good, just felt smooth. Elbow sleeves come on, a bit of extra protection. These are pretty old as well, like they're ripping. They are ripping, so like they're not giving you the best support, but knowing that they're there helps a lot, for sure. Movement where I will generally sort of take my time. It's probably the movement I spend the most time on, especially in this session. Free weight movement, you've got to be careful. You've got to make sure that you're in the right spot, ready to do that press, because a multitude of things could go wrong. So you need to be warm, you need to be ready, you need to be stable. Make it the best press you fucking can. Get the most out of the movement. So we're going to touch 60s, more than likely. No more than 2 reps. No more than 2. Okay. Last week we got 70s for 7. Now I want to give the 75s a run again. Strongest I've ever been on these was 75s for 9. Obviously 70s for 7 last week. Going to 75s is quite a big jump, but I know I can do it. I know it's there. I may need to get the first rep passed up to me. That as in the 1 dumbbell on my knee, and then I'm good. We'll see. It's either going to be a really good set, or it's going to be like, oh, fuck it. But I've got it, man. I know I've got it. Come on. I've done it before. I can do it again. Are you cool to put one on my knee?
Yeah.
Thank you, bro. It's all good. Okay. Good? Yeah. Sound. Okay. Obviously didn't go to plan. I mean, I did say I'd get 4, but obviously didn't want more. I didn't want 4, but we'll work on that. Like I was just saying to the boys, I don't know if I pressed stop recording before or not, but definitely want to build strength back up in these early weeks of prep on this movement in particular, and really focus on getting stronger on prep. That's something that a lot of people, I'm included in this, neglect and kind of think it can't happen, or it doesn't happen. Training performance must stay high. You must get stronger. You must force yourself to get stronger by any means necessary. So don't shy away from that. Get the logbook back out. Make sure you're fucking progressing, boy. Okay. Alright, second press of today's session, the high incline Smith. Now, a lot of people have their shoulder press, especially on the Smith, kind of set up 100% vertical, like 90 degree angle. I normally have it one level below, so it's like, well, it's here, right? So I'm getting enough for shoulders, but I'm also being able to like come all the way down, get a good stretch across the top line, and then press all the way through the front delt. It's a beautiful setup. It's a really nice press, especially on the side ups. V1 Smith as well. So same sort of applies for warming up on this as it did for the incline dumbbell. However, we've obviously got a lot more blood flowing. We're almost, I say almost warm. We're pretty much fucking fully warm now. So it's going to be a case of like 1 or 2 reppers to touch, and then we go into the working sets. So we've got 2 working sets here, just like we had 2 working sets on the other press. First working set is just a normal straight set, top set if you want to call it that, and then the back off set is a muscle round. So I'll go into that as we get there, but 1 plate, nice and easy. We'll go straight to the 2 plates here. I get humbled quite hard on my shoulder presses, so this is something that I'm really focusing on. So I'll go to 2 plates, touch it, 2.5 maybe a working, 2 and a 15 could potentially be a working. Bastard. 10 kilos up on last week. So obviously just added a 5 to it each side because my ego won't let me do 2.5 plates. I don't even know what that was. I think that was 4.5 reps or 5.5 reps. Last week 2.5 for 7. So if it was 5.5, that's not too bad. Obviously I want to be kind of working my way back to 3 plates, but just need to stop rushing, I think. Just being an idiot now. Need to wake up and just fucking sort this shit out. Wasting my time. Second set is a muscle round. It's a little bit different to just doing a straight back off set, right? So I need to actually double check. Because again, this is like the 2nd time or 3rd time now that I've hit this session, and I still somehow can't fucking remember how it's actually supposed to go. So let me just pull it up so I can make sure that I remember what I'm doing. So it's a cluster set. So you do 6 reps, then a rest, then 2 reps, then a rest, then 2 reps. Now, I'm still trying to figure out sort of if I'm either overshooting or undershooting on weight. So if I do 2 plates, and make the 6 reps really fucking hard. Those 2 reps and then another 2 reps are going to be difficult. So that's obviously what we want. We want to make it difficult. 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1. Do another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 1. Whoa, fuck. Obviously there, overshot, undershot on weight. I also think I moved the bench without fucking realising. So it's a little bit of a weird angle, but I'm not gonna make excuses, man. So those 6 reps, then it's 2, then it's 2. I added a third lot of 2 just because I think I undershot on weight. By the time you hit those first 6 reps, you want to be like, right, cool, I've probably got 1 more rep or like 2 more reps max here. 10 seconds, you do those 2, 10 seconds, and then you try and get those last 2 out. By the time I finished that second lot of 2, I was like, I'm not finished yet, so I just added in the other 2. Now I'm waffling. So that's shoulder press. Now we're going to go onto a lateral raise. We're going to use the seated Cybex lateral raise here. We've got 3 working sets here. We've got 2, pretty sure it's 2 lots of 12 to 15. I'm going to double check. 12 to 15, 12 to 15, and then a triple drop set. Triple fucking drop set. Where we're going to get 15 to 20. So essentially you want to hit 15 to 20 reps and you've got to drop it 3 times in that to get there. So it's nice and fun. Get a sick fucking pump afterwards. And yeah, nice and simple. So we can move on to that. Just put all these fucking weights away and then we're good. Come on. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 13, 14. Oh, you cunt. Get an elbow push. Got a little bit of elbow pain on that one now. Never used to. A bit weird. Give it a minute. I'll do it back off. Might put my elbow sleeves on. It's weird. It's like clicking a little bit. Session's finished. Gonna do some posing. I'm gonna try to figure out the best way to set this camera up with the settings to get like good lighting, because I've struggled so far. And there is a spot out in the gym where I posed in the end of my last video, which is sick, and I'd love to do it, but everyone's kind of using that spot at the moment, so I don't want to get in anyone's way. But later in prep, I'm telling you now, that will be the spot, bro. That will be the fucking spot. Cool, I'm gonna figure this out now. So one thing I didn't update on earlier in the video was my morning weight this morning. It was 214.8 pounds. So that's sort of the starting point. Obviously, pretty decent condition for 214. Nowhere near where I need to be, obviously. But for a start point of prep, I'm pretty fucking happy with this. Right, so, I don't know if you can hear me. Pretty happy with the look, to be fair. 10 weeks out from the regional, which is sound. Obviously, the regional we're only doing to tick the box to allow me to go to Sweden. So for those of you who don't know or don't understand the rules, let me put this here. For those of you who don't know or don't understand the rules, if you're from the UK and you want to go abroad to do a pro qualifier, you need to at least have done one show that season in your home country. So we're doing a regional in 10 weeks time, on the 15th of April in the UK, obviously. Not going to be fully ready for it, but going to be lean enough to be respectable. We'll go to the show, tick the box. Not going to peak for it, nothing like that. Go to Sweden and then peak for Sweden. Come back 2 weeks later, we've got another show in the UK, which is the PCA. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Between the regional and the Sweden show, we got 5 weeks. So we got 10 weeks. We're 10 weeks out, 15 weeks out, 17 weeks out. I'm gonna piss myself, so I'm gonna go for a piss. Probably gonna go home, eat, and then I'll wrap up the video at home. Back home, I'm gonna do my post-workout meal. Obviously, there's a few things that I wanted to talk about quickly before I ended this video. Now, obviously, I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but I feel like I spoke quite a lot today. So, I don't know, might be 20, might be less, might be more. Who fucking knows? Yeah, what do I want to talk about? There was a few things I didn't update you on. So obviously I told you what my weight was, I told you what I was doing with food, I showed you the new food, sort of macros and calories, and cardio. PEDs. We didn't talk about PEDs, I don't think. So, like I said, bloods have been sent off. Bloods will come back. Once the bloods come back, we will then move forward with what we're planning on doing. So what I'll go over is basically the plan moving forward. I'm just going to read it off to you because I can't actually remember it off the top of my head. Okay, so we're going to go to 400 test E, 400 Masteron, and 200 Primobolan. Now, I'm not saying these doses because I want you to copy them. I'm saying these doses because I think it's good to be open and honest about these things. I think, personally, if you do copy them, you're a fucking idiot. Don't copy people's cycles. There's no point. This cycle is built to what I've done before and where I sit best at certain dosages and certain compounds and stuff like that. So I'm just telling you to be open and honest. This is also something that we haven't done before. Now, in regard to what I'm about to say, in regards to, for the first couple weeks, well, 16 days to be precise, I'm going to be using Anadrol. Orals don't normally get put in at the beginning. However, these past 9 weeks of being on a cruise dose, my upper body is just absolutely flattened off, especially over the Christmas period. Upper body flattened off completely. Through those check-ins, my upper body got worse and worse and worse. The look just deteriorated. Legs stayed pretty fucking full, to be fair. Upper body seemed to have just kind of dropped off. So spoke to Tom. He was just like, "What have you got on hand?" I was like, "I've got some Anadrol." So he just wants to kind of bring everything back to life with my upper body and kind of, one, it's cool because, like I said, I never really put orals in at the beginning of prep. I know some people have previously and they've kind of done pretty well off of it. I know I'm not going to be a dick with orals towards the end of prep. I'm going to do what's necessary, but we're not going to absolutely fucking hammer them. So I'm not too worried about putting them in early. I'm also seeing it as right, so early on in prep, food is still at the highest it will be for prep, without takeaway refeeds and stuff like that, if that happens later down the line. That plus, so the fact of the food being where it is, plus Anadrol, can mean training performance could probably fucking keep progressing a decent fucking amount, whilst we are chipping away with food and cardio, etc. So 16 days of Anadrol. Obviously took the first one today, which is exciting, and I felt pretty fucking strong today, which is cool, but obviously not strong enough because 4 reps on the incline dumbbell. That's going to haunt me until we next do push. So yeah, no, it's cool. That is what we're doing with PEDs. Like I said, we're doing Clen at 3 days a week. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 40 micrograms of Clen, and then obviously no thyroid drugs yet. Metformin at 500 every single day, but that's standard. So yeah, that's where we're at, man. So I don't think there's anything else I need to go over. I'm really fucking hungry, so I'm going to start making my post-workout, which is 125 grams of cereal, I believe. I could be wrong. It was 200 before, so it's a decent fucking drop there. I'm already hungry. 125 grams of cereal, yeah. Sweet. And 2 scoops of whey. Banging. So I'm gonna crack on. I'm gonna eat this. I'm probably gonna start editing this after I've got 2 or 3 more check-ins to do of my guys who have night shifts or overseas. So I've got 1 American who's just checked in, and 2 guys who do night shifts have just checked in as well. So I'm going to get those sent over. If you want to apply for coaching, links in the description, top link in the description, sends you straight to my WhatsApp. We can have a chat, and you can kind of see and find out more about coaching through there. Now, cool. Now that's all done. Sponsors are in the description as well. Check them out. Hit a like and a comment and a subscribe while you're down there, and I will catch you in the next video. We are now 10 weeks out. Let's fucking go.